Okay, so while we are having a good weekend, good holiday, good rest, US side is not looking good because they have reached a major resistance for especially for Dow Jones, where I said that it if we can't break through this resistance, it will drop back and retest this blue support area. So like I said, although it's a small bull run, but overall the long term, it's the whole inflation has not been fully tackled yet. The solution, I mean, the problem has not been fully tackled yet. It's still there. They just slow down the hike rate, the interest rate. That's why US has a small bull run right there. So if after they reaches a strong resistance right now, currently is testing. So let's see if he can stand at here. If he can't, it will drop back and then retest this area, support area, and then coincide with the downtrend support. I mean downtrend resistance to support area here, the red color, the second red color box right here. And if he can continue to pop up, then this 35K will be the second next strong resistance that we are looking at. But if you ask me if he can go back up to 36K and continue to push up, I don't think it will do so fast because it's still in a bear market. If you really do so, I think it will be really not good phenomena because there's a lot of things that the US economy has not been tackled yet. There's a lot of things happening on US. The tech company, the banks, their REITs, their property sector, all of them are still having very much of a problem. They haven't solved yet, especially their inflation rate. They just slowed down. And the market, all the retailers, all the investors are reacting very hopefully, very cheerfully, and then pushed up all the way because it has been in dip for too long. You can see it dropped from January to October. It dropped around 10 months. That's why it will rebound. It is called a downtrend retracing, just like an uptrend. After uptrend, it will retrace. So just like this is a downtrend and it retraces back up. So in my longer term view, I'm still looking at a bearish sentiment one, not a really bullish. So what I'm capturing here is maybe a small bullish sentiment for US, and especially for the Nasdaq side. It initially broke out from here, but right now it's doing consolidating only right here, and it's from a double top. It did not break out. It formed a double top. So right now it's still inside consolidating. If you broke down this box area, you will look at the triple bottom right here. First bottom, second bottom, and then possibly the third bottom right here. If we broke down this one. So right now it's in a sideways, it's in a crucial area. Yeah, that's why we might need to take a step back from the tech stock. Okay, so that's all about the US side. So let's look at my watch list. Okay, so there's actually quite some stocks in my watch list. The first thing is actually ASB. ASB, it's not looking good already, obviously, because you can see that this is a long bearish hammer. You can see it from the candlesticks. It's definitely not looking good. It's a shooting star plus bearish engulfing. So this one actually mentioned in the chat, you guys that if it broke 25 cents, this area 25 cents, which he previously holds above it before the election. So it popped up all the way to 32 cents and then it slammed back down and then consolidates here for around one and a half day. So, and it closes the last Friday, it closes below 25 cents and then it drops all the way to 20 cents. So it's already a really dangerous thing for ASB because you can see that if the syndicates wanted to collect, mostly they will collect around this area, 9 cents area and this area. So I would say the average price would be around 10 cents. So they pump up to how many? They pump up to 30 cents So they distribute along the way. So they would have already at least 200 to 300% for them. So it would be profitable, and they will immediately distribute already at high. They won't wait until the news came out, Anwar became the president, the prime minister, and then they only start distributing. They distribute along the way already. So when they distribute along the way, what they do is they support above the price and close nicely so that you guys won't simply throw the price. So right now, after they distribute the finish, so they don't have to support anymore. That's why they can just straight away throw. Not throw, they just don't defend it, then it will go and free fall already. So this ASV is dangerous. But in the meantime, you might can look for a short rebound, just a rebound. Don't hold it. Maybe when the momentum comes, just hold. Maybe just get it for a quick rebound, 2 to 3 bits. But you must know that ASV is a high risk already, because right now the syndicates mostly has distributed finish. The first syndicate A. Maybe it passed to syndicate B, then the syndicate B will try to push it up, but I'm not that optimistic about it, because there's no news anymore, because mostly are sell on news one. So I think at least it will go and retest 18 cents or maybe even 14 cents to see next move, but mostly it's finished now. Unless another syndicate has actually caught the syndicate's A distribution and they wanted to push up to distribute again. But it will take some time if he really wanted to do a second wave. Okay, the next one is gloves and CAREPLS. So actually, CAREPLS has a bad QR, so it dropped, and TOPGLOV also. So for gloves, if it can't break, okay, right now it's forming a higher low. You can see higher low. This one is low, and then higher low, and then another higher low, and then another higher low. So currently the TOPGLOVs, I'm still not taking out of my watch list as because it's still holding above. So it might go sideways consolidating for a while first, because it has gone really quite crazy for around one to 2 months already, especially at this area. At November 4th to November 14th, these few days, it goes up for 72 cents all the way to 1 ringgit. So it's actually 30 cents already. Yeah. So I'm still looking at it because it's forming a higher low and it's still potential, but try not to get it when it drops. So for gloves, yeah, still keep watching at it. The leaders are Harta, TOPGLOV, and Supermax. Yeah, these three as usual. The Supermax, TOPGLOV, and Harta. So when playing glove stocks, what you need to do is you always need to refer back to the leader in order to so that you can play CAREPLS and also Advanta. So CAREPLS and Advanta is a secondary one. So if you wanted to play gloves, you need to look at CAREP. You wanted to engage in secondary one, you must look at the TOPGLOV, Supermax, and Harta so that you can play CAREPLS and Advanta. So what my view is, it might go a little bit sideways first, but I'm still looking in monitoring in my watch list because it's still holding above. You can see that it crossed the EMA 2860 crossed, and then it's holding above, and it's best if it can hold above this 2860. Yeah, so that maybe goes sideways right here and then rebound back up again. Because like I said here, this area, this TOPGLOV area, this red box, you can see this red box, the left side of red box, there is a lot of people trapped here around 98 cents all the way to around 1 ringgit, 1.1 ringgit. So he can't immediately push up on because there's a lot of people getting stuck right here, wanted to get up. So he will need to consolidate right here a little bit and then push up again. If he can break through this area, the next area we are going to look at is around 1.6 already. Yeah, if he can break out right here. But I don't think it's going to be so soon. Even though if he wanted to break out. Because the selling pressure is really so strong. Just like Harta, yeah. Harta is the weakest because of its QR. After double top, it just dropped. But the good thing is although you can see that the uptrend is already broken. Yeah, the uptrend is already broken. So let's see if he's forming a higher low right here. If it's forming a higher low, or it's forming a lower high. Right now, it's forming 3 lower highs right here because it hits the resistance, and then let's see if it can break through or just hits and then goes and drops and then forms a lower low and a lower high. So the next few days would be quite crucial for gloves. Okay, so the next one is BSLCORP. So for this one, BSLCORP still looking at 14 cents. If it can't break out at 14 cents, then we don't have to look at this BSLCORP. If you break out at 14 cents, then we will have a look at 14 cents. This because this 14 cents is a breakout. If he can't break out, then he can't go anywhere. And the next one is TANCO. Okay, this one actually creeping up slowly, crawling up slowly, and the syndicates, it's really hard to catch its movement. Why? Because usually in the morning, all the way to before the ending session, what he will do is he will just go sideways. For example, like this day. What he do is he just churn at 35 cents and 36 cents all day long. After he churn, and then during the closing, he suddenly just eats up 2 bits. He closed at 37 cents at closing and TO, meaning that at 445 to 450, the price is at 36 cents, but he closed high. Yeah, he just bought up at 37 cents and closed high, and then the next day he churns down and throws down again to 36 cents and then churn 36 cents and 37 cents. So he churned 2 bits higher or 1 bit higher, and then at the ending session he closes higher again. Yeah, so you can see that although it's going up, but the volume is really low, so it's a little bit quite hard to catch for day trading. A little bit hard, but we can still monitor it because it might still go back up and retest the 40 cents area. And if it can stand strong above the 40 cents area, it can re-challenge the new high. So this TANCO, you can also look at the TANCO warrant because the warrant is a bit lagging behind. It's still in consolidation mode. Because right now, I think the syndicate is focused more on TANCO mother instead of TANCO warrant. Because TANCO warrant and TANCO mother, these two, sometimes mother leads the son, sometimes the son leads the mother. So you need to look at the certain day which syndicate is trying to push. Sometimes he tries to push the mother first, or then sometimes he tries to push the warrant first. Yeah, it's quite unpredictable for the syndicate for TANCO if whether he wanted to go for the warrant or he wanted to go for the mother. Okay, the next one is MASTEEL, which I'm still looking at it right now. So it's quite possible he can continue goes up. Right now it's around 42 cents. It's blocking at 42 cents last Friday before closing. 42 cents is quite a huge resistance. So if this one MASTEEL still can continue goes up, it would be good if he can break up and close above 45 cents, which meaning it will form a higher high. Then it's a good pattern for MASTEEL to close above 45 cents. Right here, if you can close this area, above this area. If we formed this candlestick, if you form another long wicker candlestick, then you need to be careful already. Yeah, because right now, at this area, there's a lot of resistance selling it down at around 45 cents. It hits 45 cents and then it slams back all the way down to around 35 cents. So right now he's going to retest. Somehow he's going to retest the 45 cents area. So if he can't break out the 45 cents area and close above it, meaning the closing candle need to close above 45 cents, meaning they will form a higher high. If we do like this, if we close like this shooting star pattern, it means that it does not form a higher high. So you need to close above it to form a higher high. So if we form a higher high, then we'll see another continuation on MASTEEL. So if we can't break through this 45 cents and close above it, then need to be careful, especially if we form a candlestick like this. Okay, so if this MASTEEL goes strong, and especially its warrant goes strong, we can look at MELEWAR because these two actually moves together and it's the steel team. MELEWAR actually is blocking at below 30 cents, waiting for it to break out. So MASTEEL, MELEWAR, and you can monitor it together with other steel stock like AYS or Lion Industry and Anju. Yeah. Okay, the next one should be TAFI. It's going to break out current right now. Yeah. It tested 1, 2, 3, how many times? 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. It tested 4 times at 63 cents around 63 cents. So if you can break out today, yeah, it's because right now it's consolidating in a box. I'm looking for it to break out. And breakout might be today, so I'm going to look at it. Let's see where it can go, this TAFI. Because the stock is really thick already. Yeah, somehow it has become a really thick stock. Okay, so looking at TAFI, I'm waiting for it to break out. So if he can break out, then I might get it for quick scalp. Yeah. Okay, but if he slams back down, it means that the resistance up there is high. Okay, you can look at right here. There's a lot of resistance also right here, this area. There's a lot of people wanting to get out right here. That's why the resistance is quite strong. They have been stuck for quite some time already. So for this area, although it's quite potential if it broke out because it consolidates for around 1 month already. And if it can break out, it would be strong. But you need to keep note that US side is not that strong. It drops, especially Dow Jones. It dropped to around 500 points, and Nasdaq also. So I hope that Malaysian side wouldn't be affected, because why I said that is because Malaysian always get affected by anything. Oh, even though a US side drops, it can drop, the Hang Seng drop, the China drop, it would also follow to drop. So every bad thing would affect Malaysia. But every good thing, not every good thing will affect Malaysia. I can say like this. So it's a bad part because Malaysia is a small market. So it would get affected if any bad thing happen to our neighbors, US side, China side, Hang Seng side, Hong Kong side. But if they have any good news, we might not get affected. Okay, so the next one would be UEMS. This one is because of the project, the GLC project might be reinstated. That's why we're still going to look at this UEMS. I don't think it's going to so fast. I mean, it's not going to over so fast. So we're still going to look at it, but let's look at what he's trying to do right here, because this candlestick is really ugly. Just follow the resistance that I stated in the group. And then the DCH group, I'm looking at it because it's going all-time high and it's a little bit potential, but it's really slow. Yeah, still can look at it because right now he's also a little bit in the box. He tried to break out last Friday, but it failed and then dropped back down. And the volume is not that much as I expected. So it might retraces right here around 45 cents. If it can hold above EMA 20, yeah, it will be good. And then he'll try to retest and then break out and form a all-time high. Because every all-time high stock is actually potential. Just like Chin-Hin. Chin-Hin, I'm looking at it, Chin-Hin. Yeah, this Chin-Hin, I'm looking at it. It did not retrace to the place I want. I wanted this place for a swing. It dropped back down, but it did not. Yeah. So for this Chin-Hin, actually, it might go higher if it break out at around, yeah, if it break out here. 34, 3.4. We can break out and then close above, and then he will continue to shoot up. And the next one is VS. VS is actually, you can look it together with SK Press. These two, I think, these two is quite same in the same industry one. So we can look at SK Press and also VS. So VS need to hold above here. You can hold above here because it just broke through the EMA 20, the downtrend EMA 20, and then broke through the double bottom, the forced double bottom, this double bottom, and then this one forcefully broke it and then it goes back up this double bottom. So this one I would call a forced double bottom. So if it broke back up, and it will retest. So if it can hold above this EMA 20 and SMA 5 and this resistance support area, and then he will try to test around EMA 20, eventually go back to 90 cents. So VS is potential, but it's going a little bit slow.
Hi guys, it's Zach here. If you like my videos and want more contents like this, click like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you and trade well.